is the kind of neighborhood where you can live on a quiet residential street. You can be to Mueller in minutes and downtown just after that. We are talking Cherrywood. It's tucked just in northeast Austin, kind of to the northeast of the UT campus. You've got Manor Road nearby, the Mueller Park, and all things East Austin. So today you are going to figure out if it's right for you. I'm going to give you the pros and cons, tell you the schools, kind of the lay of the land, and give you the vibe and lifestyle so you'll know. Hi, I'm Nicole Cooper, real estate expert, and I've been helping people buy and sell in this area for over 15 years. So if you're looking for lifestyle and location, you're in the right spot. All of our information is down below. You can shoot us a call, a text, an email, schedule a Zoom call. We're always here to help you find that right home that matches your lifestyle. Now, Cherrywood. What's it like? It's got a mix of types of housing. It's been established for decades. It's got those big, beautiful trees overgrowing the roadways and things like that. So on this video, I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons, the schools, the vibe, and everything you need to know if it's the right one for you. So first of all, let me show you where it is. This little red outlined area here is the Cherrywood area. So close to downtown Austin right here. We have the University of Texas right here, and we have Mueller just on the back side. If we zoom in a bit more, we can see that one of the boundaries here is Manor Road, and that's a little bit of an entertainment district. We'll go into that in more detail later. But basically, this neighborhood gives you quick access to downtown, to the airport, and all things in Mueller. And when I'm talking about Mueller, of course, we cover that completely in another video. It has retail, it has movies, cinemas, it has everything you need, like grocery stores and things like that, in addition to trails and skate park, things for the kids to do. So it's kind of the best of both worlds in that in Cherrywood, you get a little bit more land on average, bigger lot size, more room from your neighbors than you would in Mueller. Mueller was designed as a master planned community, trying to put as many homes in one area as possible to maximize urban infill. So Mueller's cool to use all of the commercial and retail, but sometimes it's a little tight for some people. So if you want to live nearby and use all those things, but have a little bit more space, Cherrywood's a good spot. Coming up, we're going to talk about house prices in schools, but first, you need to understand the neighborhood's basic personality. So if we zoom in here on the neighborhood, we have a few little bit different sections. We've got the railroad that goes right through the middle of the neighborhood. So you're going to have a lot of variation in styles of homes and age of homes and kind of the different types of residents. You're going to have some people that have lived there for a few generations, a family generations, and then you're going to have some people that are a bit younger, maybe need to be closer to the UT campus, but it's a really eclectic and fun neighborhood where the people really stick together. On the edges of these, we have Patterson Park. We have this little park right in the middle here. It's got a trail through it and a little wet weather style creek. I used to take my dogs in there all the time and they absolutely love it. The overall vibe is laid back with intention. So talking about those houses, let's have a look at some actual examples. So as you can see here in the map, we have 425,000, 1.23 million, 659, 1.1. They're all across the board because the neighborhood was established back in the 40s. Some houses are in the 30s, but 40s, 50s, and 60s are the main majority of them if they haven't been torn down and built new. So this is a very good, typical example of what you'll find in the neighborhood. Small little bungalow house, 1312 square feet, built in 1949, listed for $699,000. This one has been fixed up on the inside and it's cute as a button, but it is going to be, on the smaller side of things. And if it's nice like this, this is about your entry price point. Up next, we have an option of new construction. These are actually still under construction. This is where the developers are having some shared walls. They're putting as many on the property as they can. 1713 square feet, listed for $899,000. Again, these are just the renderings because they are currently under construction. And the last style, this is probably the most common type of house you're going to find in this area. You're going to find this single-story ranch version, built in 1946. It's 1911 square feet, listed for $1,100,000. This one has been upgraded and updated on the inside as well. As you can see here, it has anchored by this beautiful fireplace, and I'm guessing that since this house was built in 49, that this beam here, they definitely opened a wall. So one thing you'll have to be careful about when you come into this neighborhood on these older homes, when they've been remodeled and added onto, sometimes the flow can be a bit quirky because they added on to a house that was originally a 2-1, because back in the 40s, people built very much smaller homes, little bungalow styles, usually a 2-bed and 1 bathroom. So if they haven't been torn down completely and something new been built, likely that they've been added onto over time, and sometimes the layout makes sense and sometimes it doesn't. So if the homes are this varied, why do people keep coming back to Cherrywood? Coming up, we're gonna get to the real answer. It is definitely a lifestyle first neighborhood, but first you need to know why. What's nearby? So here are my favorite amenities in the area. We're going to start with Patterson Park. It's a pretty large flat park with all the normal conveniences that you'd find in any city park. You've got your playground, you've got your picnic areas and things, but this one has some cool standout items. It has a half pipe. You can go down there and skate or rollerblade or whatever you do on these things. I can't do them because I am not that coordinated on some kind of board with wheels. But anyway, you can see kind of how large it is out here. The little kids, there's even enough room to have baseball and soccer out on the fields. Artwork is really important in this part of town as well. And then we have the community garden that people can rent out their little spaces and grow their herbs and vegetables all year long. It also has a swimming pool and tennis courts. It's the Farr Tennis Center that was just recently redone, so the tennis courts are looking nice and new. Up next, my favorite thing about Cherrywood is Cherrywood Coffee House. It is a full service restaurant, open morning, noon, and night for coffee and alcohol and food and tea and all the things. Order up here at the bar. They have sweets and treats, tea, coffee, beer, wine, and really good food. And a lot of times out here in this outdoor section, they'll have little bands come and play or poetry readings or things like that. So it's a really good spot for all the community to get together and know each other. Up next, we have this whole entertainment district running up and down Manor Road. We have Salty Sal, El Chile, we have Patrizzi's, and Patrizzi's also, there's a little theater here that puts on shows all year round. El Chilito, Haymaker, Sports Bar, Vic and Al's, Daidue. We have so many fun things to do up and down Manor that it really makes the Cherrywood neighborhood a draw, because you can almost walk to all these restaurants and fun things to do. And if we hop over here back to the back side, yes, we're hopping over into Mueller, but I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a taste of what's right across the street so that you can understand what I'm talking about by meaning living in Cherrywood and enjoying all things Mueller. Look at this pond right here. There's a trail all throughout Mueller, so you can go and walk your dogs, you can go feed the ducks, you can take your kids. I've even seen people out here with remote control boats and sailboats, like speed boats and sailboats. They put them on this pond. People even fish out here. So it's a really nice area to be able to just cross the street and walk around. Not to mention all the cool park areas. You have tons of restaurants. You have Aviator Pizza, Merritt Coffee, you have B.D. Riley's, you have Thoroughfare, you have Locadoro, and you have Alamo Draft House. So if you want to go to the cinema and see movies, it's right there. You have some health stores, Hyper Wellness, you have Kirby Lane, and the list goes on and on. So it's a really fun area to be connected to and not live in it. And what I mean by that is Mueller, for me, gets a little bit busy from time to time. Cherrywood would be a little bit quieter, so you can live across the street and have a bit of calm than you would say in the heart of Mueller. One more thing I'm going to point out in Mueller is every Sunday they have an excellent farmers market. So you can head over there. I think it's 10 to 2, might be 10 to 1, but you can get over there and get some vegetables and homegrown items for your grocery list. So the Cherrywood neighborhood doesn't feel like, you know, those new communities where it's almost like resort living with all the amenities inside it, but there are a ton of things that you can get to so easily that it makes it feel like that. Now, hey, let's talk about the schools. Before we dive into the individual schools, I want to really express how important it is that you look up which school your house feeds into, or the house you're thinking about buying. The boundaries change from time to time, and they kind of cut kind of a weird line through the neighborhood, so you need to get in touch with Austin ISD directly. Make sure you know exactly which schools the property you're planning to buy feed into. In addition, there's been some threat of some of the elementary schools closing down because of budget worries. So you just need to make sure you know what's going on with the schools before you buy the house. So if you're in this neighborhood, generally speaking, you're going to be coming into Maplewood Elementary School. Good score, 91 out of 100. Total enrollment, 403 students. That puts it at 13 students per teacher. For the middle school, also an A, 90 out of 100. Quite a bit larger, almost 1,200 kids, and they are 17 students per teacher. And lastly, you'll be feeding into McAllen High School for the most part, 91 out of 100, 1,894 kids in the school, and almost 18 students per teacher. So these are the grades from texasschools.gov. Check them out yourself and make sure you check out those boundary maps to see exactly which school you're going to be feeding into. Coming up, I'm going to give you the honest pros and cons because Cherrywood is not the right one for everyone. So what are the best parts about living in Cherrywood? The pros, it's an extremely convenient location. It is close to downtown Mueller, the University of Texas, and the Manor Road Entertainment District. It's charming, older homes, and a true neighborhood feel with all those beautiful trees growing in and around the streets. It has more personality than those new master plan communities where everything looks the same. And it's a really good fit for buyers who are looking for lifestyle over location and over maximum square footage. So it's just a cool, strong daily life convenience. Now, what's not so hot? I mean, it's not all sunshine and puppies. The prices can feel kind of weird compared to the size of the homes there, meaning they're kind of high per square foot, and you're not going to find any really big homes. If you have a large family with 5 or 6 kids, it's going to be tight to try to find a home big enough to accommodate you in this neighborhood. Homes vary widely in age, condition, price, all these things. So it makes it kind of weird to live in a neighborhood when your neighbor might have a 2-1 bungalow and you have a 4-3, 2,500 square foot house, and then next door to that is a new construction. So if you need homogeneous homes and homogeneous looks on the street, this isn't the right one for you. And talking about those older homes, they can be quirky. They may need a lot of updating. And by quirky, I mean, if you had that 2-1 bungalow that someone added on to, chances are pretty high that it's going to feel a little bit odd when you walk in the door. The floor plan isn't going to flow as if someone started from scratch and built it new with good feng shui of today. And lastly, you are surrounded by I-35, Airport Boulevard, Manor Road. These are all pretty busy roads and loud roads. So if you're not tucked into the middle of the quiet part of the neighborhood, you are going to hear these main thoroughfares. So be very careful about your choices. And by that means go outside and sit there for a minute or two with nothing else on or nobody talking to you and just see how loud it is. Cherrywood is just not the neighborhood where you're going to buy the biggest house for the money. This is where you're buying access, character, and convenience. So who is this actually for? This is for someone who wants that central Austin convenience, likes older homes and neighborhood character. Maybe there aren't enough light sockets, the closets are pretty small. These are what happens in older homes. You want to be near Mueller, but not inside Mueller. You value the restaurants, parks, ease of getting to these places from your neighborhood, maybe not even getting in your car. Also, you want to feel that Austin energy, that cool, eclectic vibe, but not the loudest version of East Austin. So basically, you want lifestyle first, home second. Who it's not for, someone looking for that homogeneous neighborhood or looking for a really large home. You also aren't going to want this neighborhood if everything needs to feel like polished and uniform, because it's not. And you may not want this if you don't want to deal with all that older home due diligence. So tell me, do you think Cherrywood is charming or overhyped? I'd love to know. Just put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I answer them all myself. And if you want to see any of these houses in person, all you have to do is give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call, because we're always available to help you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. So until next time, be kind to yourself and others. Can't wait to see you around town.